We are following developing news at this hour about community activist and Dalton Village Board trustee Andrew Holmes. We have learned that he was terminated last month from his job with Chicago Survivors. That's a group that offers support to the victims of violence. The termination follows accusations he assaulted a female former co-worker while they were at a conference in Las Vegas for the Village of Dalton. The accuser, an assistant to Dalton's mayor at the time, filed a civil lawsuit. Holmes denies it and has not been charged. Chicago Survivors released a statement saying, quote, "Our mission is to provide crime victim services to family members of homicide victims, so our relationships with those families and our community is paramount. Without compromise, there needs to be strong mutual trust and an assumed high level of safety for the adults and the children we serve. For those reasons, we terminated his employment in April upon learning of these serious allegations," unquote.
Once a group as thick as thieves, the Supermayor's team continues in a downward spiral as their already stained reputation takes another nosedive. What was once a team who appeared to have each other's back is beginning to resemble a group battleground of personal agendas and self-preservation. This united front is beginning to look like it has splintered into fractions as each member has to be doing whatever it takes to save themselves from the sinking ship of this collective reputation. Now, I predict that this team will begin to eat itself inside out like a snake devolved into a toxic mix of absolute chaos. And you know, there's always a weak and sneaky link. And it may surprise you. Now think about it for a moment. Who can play the weak damsel in distress? Hold on for a moment, just hear me out. I know you may not agree, but the Supermayor has many faces. And I predict that she will be the first to flip. And here's why. I know many of you may disagree, but I said it from the onset that she's a woman with tactical flattery, deceit, and subtle charm. Now we're talking about all these men versus this poor woman who likely doesn't even sleep, rather launches her devious plans to swallow up her opponents whole. Allegedly. Yes, these men are playing checkers while the Supermayor is playing chess. It's all speculation, I know, but something to think about. Now, she acts like a madam, in my personal opinion, controlling her underlings. And that personality type harbors much more than meets the eye. Now, what do we make of this deafening silence that continues to rot this already disintegrating team of shady characters? Will Andrew Holmes break under the pressure? Yes, I know, there's so much to unpack. Now, this multi-part scandal continues to fall apart right before our eyes. And for more on this developing story, and all things true crime, hit subscribe and stay tuned to Southern Confidential.